Okay, once I finish my drawing on AutoCAD, I got to come into LaserCut. I'm over on this computer right now. That's right by the laser. It's the only computer that you can actually do this. It's this LaserCut program. LaserCut 5.3 is what I'm looking for. If this isn't on the desktop, you can get to it through going to the C drive. Look for, well, anyhow, it should be there. I can't remember exactly where it's at. I can look in the properties here and find out where it's at. Let's see where it's at, located. Well, don't worry about it. I know I put it on the desktop, so it should be on the desktop. You double click on that, open it up. Okay? So that opens up here. I'm going to put a new one on here. What I'm going to do is then, once I get into here, I'm going to open up a file. I'm going to go to a file called, into my T drive. Look at my computer, go to the T drive, and then I'm going to go to templates. Okay? No, I'm sorry, not templates, excuse me. I'm going to go to IED, and inside there's this thing called right here, Puzzle Cube Box Location. Open on that. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. You're not going to. I'm going to get rid of this and then save it so it's no longer going to be a problem. It won't be there, but there should just be a box like this. This button right here zooms back. This button right here zooms back in. So what I'm going to do after I finish that, I'm going to come in. I'm going to go to File, Import, and I'm going to import on the desktop. I've got a file here. You're going to find your file, your box. Okay, here's his box, this person's box, whoever that is. I'm going to hit Open. There it is right there. This is the file that is. You can see the square around, which is my paper 8.5 by 11, and everything's selected. Once I've got everything selected, make sure everything's selected by putting a square around it. I come up here and go to Draw or Tools, Unite Lines, and click OK. You'll notice a lot of the arrows. It makes it a lot smoother and it works a lot better. Once I've done that, I keep everything highlighted. You'll see there's an X in the middle. I click on this button right here. This button here zooms back so I can see where my box is. That's where I want to drag it down to. So I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to kind of get it close, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to get it on top of those lines. You'll see how the lines will disappear when it's there. Once I've done that, I click on this second one, not this button here. This is zoom all to the window. This one here zooms into my object. You notice how it's not quite on there. So I'm going to click on here, and again, I'm going to get it so it's as good as I possibly can. And once I've done that, I'm going to delete these lines I highlight. So I'm going to click off of everything, so nothing's highlighted, nothing's red. I don't want anything to be red. There's no X in there. I highlight these. I hit delete. I come down here and highlight these. I hit delete. You'll notice how there's now only two things up here. Since I want my hole to be here, I'm going to click on hole here. I'm going to click on up. I want the holes to be cut first, okay? I want the holes to be cut first. If this is not set to hole, I click on here. I go to hole. This one should be set to cut. If it's not set to cut, I'm going to set to cut. So I want that to be set to hole. If I double click on it, you can see the settings here. Don't worry about it. They should stay the same. In this case, they've got 15 for power, 1.5 for intervals, and 0.05 for radiation time. Then here in the cut one, it should be 30, 20 for power, 20 for corner power, and then overlap is 0. Okay? And those are the settings I want. This one, if this one's set below, above it, I click on it there on the color, and I can hit up or down. Okay, I want hole to be first and cut to be second. Once I've got that finished, I'm going to hit calculate. This button right up here, hit calculate. Make sure it finishes through it. See how it did that? It tells you there's no errors. Everything's fine. I can hit this little clock up here. It will tell me how long it's going to take. It's going to take 57 seconds actually to cut out, which is great. Then all I got to do is once the lasers turn on, you got to wait till the lasers turn on. When the lasers turn on, you hit download. You set your paper up in the bottom left corner of the tray. There's a solid side. I can help you with that, but that's how it's done. Okay.